going on, guys? Jamie here, back again with another episode, and today we have our last two games of the group stage of the Champions League. If we have a quick recap what the group table looks like. So as we can see, Group F then, we are top, 4 wins out of 4 with a goal difference of 15. Dynamo Kiev in second place with 7 points. Toulouse in third with 4 points. Again, have lost all 4 games so far in the group stage. We have guaranteed qualification to the next round. We haven't quite guaranteed top spot yet, but we do play Dynamo Kiev in the first game in today's episode, so we can secure, I think with a draw, we can secure top spot. Still something to play for in these last 2 games. As you can see, Gabriel Jesus, top goal scorer and top performer so far in the group stage, and 3 Man of the Match awards as well. So we are on fire at the moment in the Champions League. If we just have a quick look at the fixtures since I last joined you, 2 games, a home win against Ipswich, a 4-0 win. Fernandinho with 2 goals, Gabriel Jesus with a goal as well, and Shakespeare with a goal. Grant Ward getting himself sent off, not a good day at the office for Ipswich. And then a tough game against Leicester, who haven't been performing as well as they did last year in game, but this game was certainly a struggle. And you'll notice as well, Raheem Sterling played in this game. That was giving Dembele a little bit of a rest, but disaster has struck. As you can see, he is injured and he's torn his hamstring. He did it on international duty, so he's going to be out for about 2 to 3 months, which is disastrous if we have a look at his form. 10 appearances, only 2 goals in the league, but 10 assists with a 7.68 average rating. He has been crucial for us this season, so that is a massive loss. And as well, the situation with injuries doesn't really get much easier. But this is the team that we're going to play in today's first game against Dynamo Kiev. A slight change, like you've seen, with a few injuries and some unregistered players. We've had to shuffle things around a little bit. So we do start today's game with Edison in goal, and he's going to play on that sweeper keeper duty as that's what he prefers, as opposed to Donnarumma, who plays in his standard goalkeeper position. Back 3 of Kompany, Otamendi and Pepe. The wing backs, we have Danilo and Alex Telles. In midfield, Fernandinho, who's been in good form recently, and we've had to call upon Lionel to play in the centre of midfield. We saw him do it last season, but if we have a look at the squad, Silva's out injured. He's got quite a bad injury. He's going to be out for another 6 weeks. De Bruyne is on holiday. He was absolutely knackered and he wanted a rest. And I thought with the games that we had coming up, with the Kiev game, I thought qualifications were but assured, so it's probably one of the best times to give him a rest. Douglas Luiz is unregistered as well, so we're short in centre midfield. So that is why Lionel is starting in the centre. Sterling on the right hand side in Dembele's absence. Sane on the left. And then we're going to start Aguero up top today. Jesus has been playing well, but his form's dipped slightly, and now Aguero's properly back from injury. I want to get him back involved as much as possible. So a slightly rotated side for today's game, but hopefully we can go on and secure top spot. The first highlight of the game then, 6 minutes in, it looks like it's going to go to Kiev. But the ball back to Storaro from the free kick. He's holding it up well and looks for Kravitz, but Otamendi gets a good tackle in. Now we could potentially break. Sterling with a direct ball, and Aguero is in behind. Oh, and it's a shot just wide. An early chance, and one that we can show we can counter as well as controlling the ball, which is nice to see. As Pepe collects the ball from a header away from a free kick, switches it across to Aguero. Now what can he do? Inside to Sterling. Back out to Aguero. He's taken on 2 or 3 players to Shakespeare, and it's in off the post. A great move. Sergio at the heart of it. I was glad to bring him back involved today, and he has shown repaid the faith. 1-0 it is to City. Ball's lumped forward from a goal kick, and Dynamo have possession, but they've wasted it again, and Sterling now can break clear. Plays Aguero in, and he's in behind again. Aguero's shot straight at the keeper, and it turns behind for a corner. Telles to knock it in. Aguero down to Sané, and it is 2-0. We have been rampant in this group stage. We have held no prisoners. Right then, 10 minutes to go to half time. Aguero driving forward, finds Fernandinho in the middle in space. He has a long shot, but it doesn't trouble the keeper. Dynamo yet to have a shot in this game. We're almost at half time. And Edison starts with a free kick up towards Lionel, but that's too long and Garmash heads down. But Dynamo give the ball away again, and now Aguero can drive at the defenders. A long shot hits the side netting, but didn't really feel that it was going to trouble the keeper that much. Half time has come and gone then. We hold our 2-0 lead. Dynamo finally had a shot in the first half, but it has been plain sailing for us so far in this game. Fernandinho and Aguero have both got knocked, so I may look to substitute them soon, but it's comfortable right now, so I don't really want to change too much. As Aguero comes forward again, his shot is just wide. He's had a few chances like that where he's sort of gone in the channel, found the gap between the fullback and the centre half, but his shot has been wide. Just under 10 minutes gone in the second half. Lionel forward to Sané, into Sterling. His shot is easy for Koval to save. Chance after chance for us. You get yet to wonder when Dynamo will get their own highlight. They proved dangerous in the last game. We saw they come back from 3-0 down to 3-2, caused us a few problems, so we have to be wary of that. But we come forward again and it's clear to Mbakani. Will they get their chance now? Forward towards Kravitz, but Otamendi is clearing up. And that is a dangerous ball out by Edison. He's given it away. Mbakani to Kravitz, but it's a simple save for Edison. Dynamo failing to capitalise on Edison's mistake. As we have a corner, Tellez to the edge of the area, Fernandinho into Sterling. Oh, and he's rattled the bar, and Aguero's put it in, but it's going to be disallowed. Offside from Aguero. Great original strike from Sterling, but it remains 2-0. Last couple of minutes then, we've made all three substitutions, brought on a couple of kids in centre midfield as well, to give them a little bit of experience, but mainly just because we're down to bare bones. But as you can see, Benjamin Gar and Rodney Congolo have come on in the centre of midfield. But it looks like we are going to see this game out. Maybe one more chance with about 40 seconds left. Congolo. Oh, and Sterling knocks it in for Sané, and it has completed the victory for us. 3-0, a comfortable result, and that has secured top spot for us. So it gives us a favourable draw in the knockout round, as Dynamo have a shot that goes well over. And that looks like it's going to be it. Edison doesn't even have time to take the goal kick, and it is a 3-0 victory. Very dominant performance. I think it's just the one game in between this and the next game. It is Tottenham away in the league. We didn't do too well against Spurs last time we faced them, especially at White Hart Lane. So you'll go away, play that game, and I'll join you for the final group game. Right then, game number 2 of the episode, and frustration is the theme so far. The injury situation has got so much worse. Aguero is now injured for up to 6 weeks. Tellez has now broken his foot. He's going to be out for 2 to 3 months. We have no decent quality left wing back. And Sterling's injured now as well for about a month. So it's just getting ridiculous now. Last game, we lost 3-1 against Spurs. They had a man sent off and they were still absolutely outclassing us. And for those that are interested, we are 7th in the Premier League. Now, it doesn't look as bad as it seems because we're only 2 points off Chelsea. But even so, being behind the likes of Bournemouth, it's just... I really think, I don't want to make excuses, but I really think that if we didn't have such bad injuries, then we would be a much better off position, probably challenging Stoke, to be honest. We are somehow still I was very secure, I'm now only secure in a job, but things carry on the way they are, and it could change pretty quickly. But anyway, this is the team for the last group game of the Champions League against Toulouse. We've already guaranteed qualification, and after that last game, we guaranteed top spot. So, of all the times for the injury crisis to hit, probably not the worst bit that it's now. Anyway, I'll run you through the team. Edison in goal, back three of Company, Otamendi and Pepe. Pepe has got a knock, but he should be able to see out the game. Danilo and Sarmiento are going to be our wing backs. Fernandinho is going to play in the deep line playmaker role with De Bruyne in that Mazzala role. Lionel is going to be on the right as an advanced playmaker. Sane on the left and Jesus up front. I've changed back to a standard approach as well in this game, and our bench is full of youngsters once again because we are seriously struggling. I don't know what to expect from this game, with our injury-ravaged squad. It's still a good team that's out there, so I do expect us to probably win this game. Morale is down at the moment, and we're just sort of starting to struggle a little bit, so I don't want us to get too down just yet. I want us to see out this group professionally and get a job done. First highlight then, and Pepe takes a free kick inside to Fernandinho. We're 25 minutes in, and Fernandinho hasn't really got anywhere to go. Finds Sarmiento, gives it him back. Lionel's cut in from the right, and De Bruyne gives it back to Lionel. He feeds Gabriel Jesus. He crosses it back. Sticks Sane with a header. A lovely worked goal and a great header. Heading it straight back where it's come from into the corner. Goalkeeper having to change direction but can't do anything. And Sane puts us 1-0 to the good. Not much happening in this first half. There's only the second highlight that's come up, and it's 5 minutes before half time. I've just noticed the stats as well. Toulouse have been all over us. We've had one shot in this game, and it's the one that went in. And we've had less possession as well. So I think you can tell confidence is down in these players. But we're still getting the job done, which is what we wanted. And we come forward now with Jesus. Feeds it out wide to Sane. What could he do with it? Good ball in, and Jesus takes it away from goal, but gives it back to Sané, and Lionel has somehow headed it over when it seemed easier to score. I definitely didn't steal that from the commentary bar down below. But that is going to be half time. Potentially stealing a result here, to be honest. Right then, first action of the second half. Just before the hour mark, Sané plays a good ball in to De Bruyne, who tries to slip in Jesus, but doesn't quite get there, but it's cleared. Only as far as Sarmiento and Sane. De Bruyne now cuts inside Shakespeare. That's a lovely goal. He's been in good scoring form, actually, Lionel. But it's a lovely work move. De Bruyne, the catalyst in that play. And he feeds Lionel and he makes it 2-0. Getting a job done. De Bruyne with a free kick that floats it towards the back post, but it's headed away. And can Toulouse come forward? They've given it to Gerardo, who spreads a good wall out wide to Jimmy Demaz. And what can he do? He's running at Danilo and he's got past him. He floats one in, but there's nowhere near the attacker, and Edison claims easily. And we can come forward again. Long ball up to Jesus, but it's Toulouse defender that wins it. And Delort now with the ball. Back to Gerardo and Blin. Nice patient play from Toulouse, Toivonen, but De Bruyne steals it off him. Can he feed Jesus? He has done. Jesus with the man to beat. Oh, and he's put it over the bar. He did well to get away from his man, but the shot over the bar, and it stays at 2-0. Just over 10 minutes to go, and a couple of the youngsters have been brought on. I've brought on Manu Garcia and Javiro Dilrosun to come in and just get a bit of experience and see out this game for us. De Bruyne's moved out to the right-hand side now because it didn't have any right wingers on the bench. But Garcia tidies up nicely. We've put him in that Mazzala role, and De Bruyne's slotted straight into that attacking advanced playmaker role, should I say. So no structural changes and no sort of role changes. That's what I was trying to say. But Toulouse come forward now, and Osama, oh, it goes close. I think they've deserved really probably a goal out of this game, to be honest. Toulouse, they've been all over us. More shots, more possession. But we have been the more clinical, taking our chances. But they come forward again, but it's cut out by Dilrosun. He gives it to Garcia, back to the man. And can he run it as defender? He stops short and gives it inside to Fernandinho, to De Bruyne now, into Garcia. Nice little intricate play on the edge of the area. Fernandinho all the way back to Company. It looks like we're happy to settle, but we come forward. De Bruyne into Jesus, who finds Garcia, who's made the run forward, and Manu Garcia has got his goal. Patient play from us. We had to go back just to keep possession, but a lovely threaded ball through, and Garcia made a great run. He's found him, and it's a cool finish from the young man, and that is nice to see when a young player comes off the bench or even plays for you and does well. Dilrosun's looked good as well when he's come on, so I'm glad. And it really is, we've stolen this result from Toulouse. But possession, as they say, isn't everything in football. As much as you have the ball, you've got to take your chances, and they haven't today. Only 2 shots on target off 15 is pretty poor. And that wraps up the group stage. A 3-0 win. A very nice victory indeed. And we'll just have a quick look. The Champions League draw is in about couple of weeks in game, so I think I'll play till that date and then I will come back and do the draw with you. But if we have a quick look at the groups, so Dortmund finished bottom of their group. I said Feyenoord could prove an upset or cause an upset, and so they have. They go into the Europa League. Dortmund out, so United finished top. So we're looking at second places then. So we could get Milan, we could get Napoli. Real Madrid top that group. Atletico Madrid finished second. Porto top that group. Monaco as well, Chelsea top their group, Bilbao and Arsenal. Well, we can't get Arsenal yet, I don't think, but Bilbao top that group. As in PSG, I've just noticed as well, go out into the Europa League. That is a major upset. As we see, we win our group, we can't get Kiev in the next round. Wow, Barcelona third in their group. Inter, who were fourth seed, don't forget, top that group. Maybe on goal difference or head to head, but Bayern second, Barca out. That is massive, and Leverkusen as well win that group. Juve second, Sevilla into the Europa League. But if you have that is some seriously good teams in second. So Milan, Napoli, Atleti, Monaco, Bayern or Juventus. That is seriously, seriously tough. I would think I would have, likes of Bilbao or Inter or even Leverkusen. So, if it's going to be this season we win the Champions League, we're certainly going to have to do it the hard way. Right, we've got a couple of games, I believe, till the draw. We do indeed. Sunderland and then top of the table Stoke, which will be interesting. We need to get points on the board desperately. So I'll play those games and then we will come back for the draw. Hello again, just a quick review of the games while you're away. A 2-0 win against Sunderland, Douglas Luiz scoring his first goal for us, great solo goal, and company making sure in injury time. And then a 1-1 draw away at top of the table, Stoke. We did have to rely on a penalty, but we did play quite well in this game actually, and we're sort of starting to find our mojo again a little bit, which is nice. But anyway, this is what we're here for. First knockout round draw. We have been seeded for the draw as we finished off our group. As you can see, there is pot 1 and there is pot 2, and arguably, probably the unseeded teams are stronger than the seeded teams. But nevertheless, who do you want out of that? I'd probably take Napoli maybe or Monaco. Oh, I really don't know. AC. Probably avoid the teams on this side of the pot. We can't get Arsenal, or we can't get Kiev, so probably like to avoid Atleti, Bayern, and Juve, and then probably prefer one of AC, Monaco, or Napoli. But well, we wished and we got in the group stage, so let's have our fingers crossed. So first out is Arsenal. We know we can't get them. Inter, okay, that is an interesting tie. Next up is Atleti, right? That's a team we want to avoid. Chelsea, okay, that was group stage in real life this year actually. So Diego going back to Stamford Bridge. Next up, Juve. Okay, really want to avoid this. Man United. Wow, that is massive. Okay, we're doing all right. AC Milan. One of the sides that we would take against Porto. Okay. Bayern. Really want to avoid Bayern. Real Madrid. That is a massive game. So we've avoided all the big teams. So it is going to be Monaco or Napoli that we get then. It's still coming true. This season is doing us massive favours. Okay, Napoli. One of the teams we would take. Probably prefer Monaco. Actually, we faced Napoli and Monaco in the group stages last season. So let's hope. It's Leverkusen. So that means then that we do get Monaco. We meet them again for the second season running, but this time in the knockout rounds. If we have a quick look at how they're getting on, they're top of League 1 by 2 points to PSG. And their squad, I'm assuming, is still extremely strong. Yeah, very much the same as it was. Marcos Alonso, Isco now as well. Thomas Lemar on the bench as well. Christian Pavon. So it's still a very, very strong squad, and it is going to be a very tough game, that's for sure. But one that you can look forward to in the next episode. So guys, that is going to wrap up everything today. If you have enjoyed it, drop a like on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for more content, and I will see you guys in a bit.